not sleep, the strangest dreams take me places I've not been. But something's keeping me awake, coiled over like a snake, builds a whisper to a scream.
On this episode of Black Mountain Paranormal Society.
All these arrows in my heart break the mirror in half.
Okay, so I know, I wrote everything that we talked about before. You said you've seen a man here.
Yeah.
And, the dog's barking, that's something that's not there, taking a fit. What, can you think of anything else? I know when we talk, sometimes you think of stuff later, or has anything happened recently since we talked?
I believe he heard us talking, and I've not seen any sign of him.
Yeah. Well, that happens.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
The last time I seen him, he come through the dining room, this way and in that way.
Okay.
And my son was gone, and I thought it was him.
Mm-hmm.
I was laying on the couch asleep,
Oh, really?
so I just laid back down. He's never bothered me.
Right, but he's here, and you're curious about who it is.
Yeah.
Now, you said that, has the trailer been here for 30 years, or have you lived on the property for 30 years?
I've lived here for 30 years.
Okay, so you pretty much know a good history of the past 30 years. What about before that?
My mother and daddy lived here.
Okay, so you've got family, they all.
Yeah.
So, who do you think it is? Do you have an idea of who might be?
I really don't know.
So, when you saw him walk through, did it look like something you could, like you could make out features, or was it
It
just
was just a form.
Right.
I could tell that it was a man, but that's all I could. Just looked like a shadow. Yeah, like a shadow.
Well, okay, who lived here before?
There was a barn here.
Okay. Now, is your husband passed, or?
Yes.
Okay, how long has he been?
I didn't live here when he passed.
Okay.
I lived in Crabtree Hall. 30 years.
30 years.
He died in 83.
Okay.
March of 83.
What about you guys? Do you experience anything in the house? Have you ever experienced anything in the house?
Definitely.
What, is it the same thing that she's telling me, or?
I was sitting right here at the table one time, and I was eating something, and she was back there yonder. And I could have sworn I seen her come around behind me, and I seen a shadow.
Yeah.
She come around behind me going through yonder. And I was just talking up a storm to her. And I hollered and I said, "What are you doing?" And she didn't answer. I said, "Mom, where you at, Mom?" She's back in yonder.
Yeah.
I know they went right by here. I
Uh-huh.
seen a full-blooded ghost of her.
Well.
It looked like a shepherd to me.
And my lights, I can go off sometimes and come back, and my lights are on.
Yeah.
And I know they're off whenever I leave.
Right. Well, do you have any problems with keeping light bulbs?
With what?
Keeping light bulbs?
No.
Like they'll stay pretty long. They won't. Okay. What about you? No experiences?
I've heard whistles.
Have you?
Mom's monkey, as she called it back there.
Oh.
That was awesome to hear that.
What does it sound like? Does it sound like
It used to, I ain't heard it in years.
Yeah.
It ain't done it in a long time.
Yeah.
It was just something that
Right.
just sounded like a monkey. I tried to record it,
Yeah.
Couldn't
and it
record
wouldn't even record.
Huh.
Wouldn't. You can hear it plain as day.
Wow.
I had a tape player that would pick up a whisper across the room,
Right.
and I turned it on and set it in my window, and it never recorded. It was cutting a shine that night.
Yeah. So, on the property, as far as the history goes, do you know any history about the property?
Not really. My people's lived all up in here. Oh,
So, are there any, history of deaths on the property that you know of?
not that I know of. I guess way back when there was.
Right.
Now my grandma, I don't know where Mom and Daddy lived when she died,
Yeah.
but she died back in the 40s. My daddy's been gone since 75, 76, 75, I believe. But he died in the hospital.
Yeah.
Mommy died in the hospital. She'd been gone 2 years, but I seen this long before that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the reason I was asking about the history of the property, because usually sometimes if there's like, you know, if somebody dies here, that don't mean they're going to stay here. That's not what that means. Or, you know, it don't matter where somebody passes away, they'll come and visit you and whatever. And just like, you know, that's what I was asking about your, you know, how long ago your husband had passed away and stuff like that. But
When I had a friend, we went together 20-some years, and he got me a little music box.
oh, really?
And it was sitting on this little shelf. There was nobody here, and it'd been several years, well, several months since it had been wound up.
Yeah.
And not once it started playing,
Played a few notes.
Yeah.
and just quit.
Ain't done it since.
Is he still living?
No,
How long ago did he pass away?
12 years ago.
Okay, so did this happen before he passed?
No, it's after.
After. Okay.
Mom had a picture fall off and bust on her head. Girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Couch is over this way. She just laid on the couch, and the TV was over here, and the computer was over here, and I was sitting here on the computer, and she's laying there on the couch. You just laying there, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Was you on the phone?
No.
No, you just laying there, and I was on the computer, and that picture had a good sized nail hole in it on there, you know, so it wouldn't come off there. I said that picture just lifted off the wall and fell and busted on top of her head.
What was the picture of? Do you remember?
What was that picture?
It was some of her when she was a baby, and William, and I don't know what else it was.
I didn't see it lift off the wall, but I seen it after it hit her head, you know.
Yeah.
But you can hear it lift off the wall. And just,
Yeah. Okay, so where do you think, as far as activity, where the most activity is?
all through the house.
Just all through?
Yeah, I hear like a thump.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear the thumps and beat,
Or beat,
you
bang.
know. Just noises that you hear something fall, go look where it fell. Wouldn't be there. Wouldn't be nothing there where it fell, so.
And it's been several years ago that there was something standing in my hall right there. My bed was sitting this way, and I was sound asleep, and it waked me up, and I thought it was my daughter. And whatever it was like like they had a white T-shirt on, and I could see their hair was down here, but I couldn't see a face.
Right.
And I started to say something to her, and it just
Right.
the next morning.
I think we had talked, I don't know if I asked you about at night, you said, does anything ever happen when you're going to bed at night, when you're asleep?
It just wakes me up when it goes through the house.
Right.
You can hear it all through the day. You just beat and bangs and bumps. And
So it's
thumps.
just not at night, it's that day too?
Yeah, you can hear it all the time. You know?
Yeah. And sometimes it's like something falls on my porch. There's nothing out there.
No,
Yeah.
ain't no dog or cat out there, neither one. You just hear it. 'Cause something falls out there. You go out and look.
What
and
about,
nothing fell.
what about your family that's lived here, and when you was younger, did you experience anything on the property or in any of the houses?
Well, now they used to be something follow you up the creek.
Mm-hmm. Down here.
That goes way back when.
Oh, really?
It's just like something waiting in the creek.
No.
Well, we ain't heard it in years.
And it'll start a certain place and stop a certain place.
Yeah.
Mommy's heard it. My oldest brother heard it. Some of her family heard it.
I've
Yeah.
heard it.
And it's just like something, like a big dog or something waiting in the creek.
Yeah.
But I have never heard it.
Yeah. Well, as far as like seeing or, you know, their houses having spirits in it or seeing anything, did they ever have experiences in their homes?
My grandma used to come and visit Mommy.
Okay.
She's one died back in the 40s.
Yeah.
She used to come visit Mommy.
Okay. I was curious to know.
She would come, like before Daddy would get sick,
Mhm.
she would come and visit.
Yeah, like an almond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And then before my mommy died, on a Saturday, my sister had a memorial meeting, and we had to stay with Mommy. And she asked me if I'd want to stay Saturday night with her so she could go to church on Sunday and cook.
Right.
Well, that night, I heard Mommy a-hollering.
Mm-hmm.
And she was hollering like she was a-hurting. And I heard her twice before I got awake to her. And when I waked up, there was a light in her room. And I walked in, and she was laying in the bed. and she had on a white dress with red roses. That was just as plain. I mean, I know I waked up and seen it.
Right.
And I asked her, I said, Mommy, are you all right? She never answered me. So she hollered again. I asked her, I said, Mommy, are you all right? And Daddy was on the foot of the bed. He had his hand on her knee. And he was sitting like with this foot up on the bed and this and on.
Yep.
And he looked at me and he said, she will be.
Mm.
Okay? That was like this Saturday. And then there was another Saturday, and on Monday is when Mommy died.
Yeah.
And I believe it was Daddy told me that she was.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, you know, of course you're not open-minded because we wouldn't be here if you wasn't.
I seen a shepherd up here one time. You can see him. I mean, my chair used to be my room.
Uh-huh.
Now I come out here to go to the bathroom, and I just happened to look up there. There used to be a chicken house up there.
Yeah.
And he's standing below it. He had long white hair, long white beard. He just dressed like an old shepherd, like a Bible shepherd, you know, and had that staff that had a crook on it. And he had like a little white glow to him. He just standing there, but you see his beard and hair growing, blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
I just stood there for about 15, 20 minutes and watched him. Went there and used the bathroom, come back out. He was still standing there.
Oh, really?
I didn't think about going to wake up nobody else to do it. You know, I wasn't afraid. I wasn't scared. It was just like peace.
Has
you know?
anybody else ever seen him?
I've never seen him since.
Oh, really?
I've got a habit of looking up there. I do. I come in every time I come in here. I look up. I gotta look. I hope to see him again.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen him since. But he was tall. He was. He had that. You just see his beard and his hair just blowing away. It was so peaceful.
Yeah.
But he was solid. But he had a glow to him.
Right, right. Well, what we'll do is, because I wanted to get, most of the time if I talk to you on the phone, you might think of something else later, or what about smells? Do you guys have like any different, like distinct smells or
Not that
anything
I've
like that?
noticed.
Okay.
I've smelled like a flowery smell. None of the air fresheners, nothing working.
Right.
And you just walk into it, it'd be like a light scent, flowery smell every now and then, but nothing.
Okay.
Just certain spots, but other than that, that's about it.
Well, now, when I lived in Kentucky and my grandpa died, I lived in a trailer then that was in Ashland, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was standing washing dishes one night, and there was just like a cool breeze. And I turned around, and there he stood.
Yeah.
And he always chewed Mammoth Cave.
Oh.
And I smelled that.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he said, what are you doing, child? I said, I'm washing dishes. He just,
Right.
it don't scare me.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think for a lot of people, what about when you was younger? I think I asked you this though. Did you have experiences when you were younger? Let me ask you this. Do you think that you've had the ability to kind of see this stuff since you was younger?
I really don't
More
know.
than other than others, like, you know, and just at certain times, not all the time, but, you know. Because not everybody in the house, like, you know, that's why I asked her if she's ever experienced anything, because usually kids are more sensitive to that stuff, so. And,
I can't recall right now.
yeah. But just think about it, let me know later, or, you know, we'll be here a while, so.
Yeah, but I know there was two little angels in my bedroom one night.
Yeah, you tell me about that.
You tell about that time that you and the man was lifted off the bed? You ever tell me about that?
Did I tell you about that?
I don't think so. I think I would have wrote it down.
Tell her about that.
Yeah, I slept in that room in there, and Amanda slept with me, and that's when she was little. And I waked up in the night, and we was about that high off the bed, both of us.
Oh, really?
I could run my hand. I don't know how we got back down,
Yeah.
but
Was she aware of it, or was just you aware?
just me.
Yeah.
She said, I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
And then the next few days, my brother got killed in the mines.
Really?
So I don't know if that.
Right.
Then when the twins got kidnapped,
Yeah, them two little angels.
Yeah.
angel twins.
I believe they was telling me them they would be okay.
Yeah.
I really do. Just like I believe Daddy was telling me that Mommy was
Right.
gonna be all right.
Well, you know what? We'll set up equipment tonight and see who we got. Walk around.
I'm curious. It don't bother me, you know. I'm just curious as to who it is.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You know, this is the kind of cases that we like. I mean, we love. Most of our cases is people like really, really scared, but and then some of them are like you guys. You really want to know who it is and see what kind of reactions you can get from them. And a lot of people's concern at first is like, is the activity going to be heightened when we leave? Yeah, it might be, but it's not going to be anything bad. Nothing's bad here.
Nothing seemed to hurt.
You might hear them a little bit more frequently, but it will calm back down because
Every once in a while, it get picked up and then calm down. Then get it back up high.
Usually, it's according to right now we're in October, so it's like the thinning of the veil. Things are more likely to happen, and because it's just like spirits have more energy around that time.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it may have something to do with the moon.
It does. It has a lot to do with the weather also.
Storms, storms make them more active.
Yep.
Because of the rain,
Yes, yeah.
thunder, and lightning.
Yeah, I just believe it has something to do with the moon.
It does. Well, it has a lot to do with the moon, and it has a lot to do with the weather. And a lot of people say, during October, but that's not the only time the veil thins. But there's so many theories on it. That's why we do what we do, though. Because I grew up, my mom and papa telling me stories. My mama always told me stories growing up, and that's what got me into ghost hunting. And then I started having my own experiences. So
That's what got me into believing, because I've actually seen that one. Now, I've actually done ghost hunting before.
have you?
Oh, yeah. I love ghost
You can have long with them. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, now Amanda was here one night by herself, and she was washing clothes. And she said when she'd go through, if she left this light on, when she come back, the light would be turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And
Funny
it had carried some of her clothes in here in the living room.
So it's like playful, like really funny kind of stuff,
And then we went off one night. Where was it we had went?
I don't remember. Food City?
I went to pick you up.
Was it?
Yeah.
I got
Me
one.
and you went out to get him.
Yeah, and we come back and that light in there was on.
Yeah.
And I know it was off because this light was on and you have to turn them off over there. And I went over and turned that one off and I know there's no lights on, but when we come back, that light in there was on.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Apparently.
Yeah, she has to have a
She
night
don't
light.
like the dark at all.
Yeah.
She panics.
I said, I wish you'd save on my electric bill.
Really? Okay, so what we'll do, we'll get ready. We have 4 different cameras we're going to set up, and then we'll be running into the investigation. So, maybe we'll
And,
you know,
they've been a lot went on in here, but I've not slept in here for years
Yeah.
due to my COPD.
Okay.
It's nothing it's in this room that I'm afraid of.
Right. So, a lot of things do happen in here, though.
Mm-hmm.
But throughout the house, y'all said it happens all throughout the house.
Now, my bed was sitting this way when them 2 little angels
Okay.
went behind the bed.
Right.
And then the ghost was standing there, and that's all I know to call it.
In the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there in the hallway.
Yeah. So the trailer itself, did you buy the trailer?
This is add-on. All these right here,
Yeah.
these are add-ons.
Yeah.
Dining room's an add-on. But the one room I slept in, it's already built onto the trailer. They just built it back onto it.
Yeah. Who had the trailer before? Was it about new?
Cement Falls.
Okay.
You want the lights left on?
You can, yeah, because we're gonna have to come through here and set up cameras.
And this is the room the light was on in one night.
Okay.
And this was both of my girls' rooms. And then I built that one for the other one.
Did this used to be a dump site or something?
No, they put that trailer down. They put them cars down there to keep
Oh,
the
my God.
land
Oh,
from
okay.
sliding off.
Gotcha.
Now, the barn used to sit here.
Yeah.
Used to have a cow in it and a horse.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah, watch it. I've done that before.
So anything happening here?
I had one of my ex-girlfriends one time. We was laying there watching TV and the door's open just like that right there. And we was just laying there and all of a sudden we heard somebody whistle. She said, "Did you whistle at me?" I said, "It wasn't me."
So like the monkey sound that y'all heard, was it?
It's in
And
her.
it was back in this way.
It
Okay.
used to be a pine tree right there before they cut it down.
Uh-huh.
And it's in that pine tree. You can hear it. Just
I don't know if it's in the pine tree or back this way or,
Yeah.
But you
or
can hear
where
it.
it was.
They did it for a long time, didn't they?
Yeah.
They did it
Let's
for
put a camera. We'll put one here.
You bring those up? You bring those up?
Put it right here. Get a whole room view, and like this way.
I will stay and look at people. My friend was saying he and
Let's
just
look
stuck
at
that phone off
hers.
her shelf in her head.
And then we can do one in here. Maybe
The only thing is when that picture fell off that wall right there, hit me in the head.
plug it in here.
Down the wood.
I don't know if there's any other plug-ins. You got that cord, so you can plug it in there and we'll situate it when you get plugged up. And we'll do one.
Oh.
What?
Forgot.
The only cats is out of the house and a little dog.
Okay.
If she had been in, she would eat you up.
Yeah, because she cannot stand any of the people. She will bite you.
But I was sitting here one day and she was looking over in the living room just looking and barking just like she was going to eat something up. I never did see anything, but she
She
did.
does that a lot. She'll just stay there and bark for no reason.
Let's put one in here in the kitchen and let it get the whole room. Or right here. So.
I could take some pictures.
You want me to take off?
It don't matter. You want to, you can't. We just want to talk to you and try to interact with you.
So you come out and talk to us. We'd like to know who you are.
You come out here and show us who you are, talk to us, and give us a little evidence, and we'll leave you alone. Be out of your way. We're just trying to figure out who you are while you're here. We know you don't want to hurt nobody, or you would have already done that.
Are you stuck here? The reason you can't leave?
Do you like being here? Can you speak to us? Can you say hello? Just your presence will make the temperature change if you would want to do that. Does it bother you that we're coming in here and asking all these questions? Jesse coming in the house.
Yeah.
You're making all kind of noise.
I forgot I was scared one time on an investigation. But it wasn't no ghost. Is that crazy dude right there? Yeah, it scared me good. Can you scare Jesse and get him back for me? He owed me that anyway.
Yes, I did.
We'd like to get to talk to you while we're here tonight. Trying to figure something out for these guys. They don't mind you being here with them.
We just want to know who knows in here. Just come and tell us. We don't mind.
We got a medium that works with us sometimes. She thinks that there's a little girl that stays in my house all the time. Yeah. Kind of weird. I haven't seen evidence of it.
Yeah.
I still would like to know who she is. I'm feeling a cold spot right here under my legs.
I felt a coach put in my legs when I was in that room by myself.
That's weird. Just all of a sudden. Are you changing the temperature in here? Because it's not warm, it's not cold in that room. Here, you're flushing. Just right here under the table. Are there a vent under there or anything?
No, there ain't no vents before at all.
Okay.
I did just open the door though.
Yeah, but that's been a few
while.
minutes. You got the temperature.
That's what I'm getting.
Are you trying to get warm around that heater? Right under here is where I feel it at my knee. Real cold.
69.
69.
Staying the same.
What that heater's doing?
Heater's 170, 180.
And it's 69 right beside my leg.
Yeah. 70. Right here.
Now I don't feel the cold spots right now.
70, 71.
It's going up now.
72. 73.
Are you fooling around under the table? We know you're here. That's a little bit of evidence. You're getting there. I feel it on my arm now. And on my knee again. Try it on my leg again.
74. I'll get your leg, it says 85.
Holy crap.
That's breathing body temperature.
Yeah. You must have.
Yeah, now it's getting 75 right there at the spot I was doing before. And it gave 68.
Okay.
So it's changed about 9 degrees.
Yep. Are you gonna come out and talk to us now?
Just on my seat.
Right. Ladies first.
Can you touch one of us or something? Play with Holly's hair? You like playing with hair?
Let's be messing with this bag.
Quarters over here somewhere.
I like to have that whole bag.
Can you walk through the house or something? Let us know you're here.
I heard something in the bedroom.
Which one? Right behind you. That one. Are you in
Was
the
it like somebody talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
Are you in the bedroom?
You hear that? You hear voices. It's not talking at distance, but you can hear them.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard them several times. Just like somebody's in there talking, conversation, but when you come in here and look, you don't see nothing.
Don't see nobody. Would you come in here and speak to us? Hey, Art, did you hear that? Can you come in here and talk to us? I heard it like a deep voice. Can you show yourself? Is that you making the machine go off?
You may not be conscious.
It might not be. Residual. Do you know that we're here? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you know that we're here with you? Can you hear us trying to communicate with you?
If it can, it's not going to answer no.
Huh?
If it can't hear us, it's not going to answer no.
I know.
Barely set.
Alright, we're gonna try something different. There's a blue flashlight laying on the table. Okay? Can you make that flashlight go off? You make it go off. Come on.
Is that a word? Is that bug? Or
Oh, it's
dust? Can you make the flashlight blink?
When I sleep, the strangest dreams take me places I've not been. Something's keeping me awake, coiled over like a snake. Builds a whisper to a scream as the sun goes down on me. All these arrows in my heart break the mirror in half. Never enough.